The age-old question, beadlock versus non-beadlock. Why do we choose one or the other? What are they good for? What are they not good for? I would say predominantly beadlock for any off-road situation is gonna be way better than non-beadlock. What's the difference between these? Why do we call them that? Well, if I tip these on the side, you can see that there's a significant difference between this one that has a ring that bolts down to the top of it versus this one that does not. It kind of tries to trick you. Looks like bolts go there. It's a street lock. It's all a trick. It doesn't really do what this one does. So, locking a bead to the tire. Why do we do it? Well, air or PSI is what's holding the tire to this rim. So a lot like your street car, truck, whatever you're driving down the road, this is how a tire is mounted. Air pressure holds the bead of the tire there so it doesn't slip along the wheel. This one, we're physically bolting the bead of the tire to the wheel, so it allows us to drop our PSI. For us off-roaders, that means more traction, and we're gonna use that in a lot more capabilities. Second, you're gonna get, if you puncture a tire or you get a hole in your tire on a beadlock, it's not gonna separate itself, so therefore you can drive it back to your truck or trailer, get yourself home. Where, you know, when we blow a tire on the road, we wanna pull over right away because that bead of the tire is actually going to separate itself, the tire is gonna come off the wheel, and you're not gonna go anywhere. So what do I mean by bead of the tire? Well, I have a Valor tire right here. Every tire has a bead, so really specifically looking at where that indent comes down, right along this inside edge, we're gonna call that the bead of the tire. So that's what's physically seating itself against these wheels or locked in between the ring. So lots of different beads of tires, lots of different kinds of tires, but that's a talk for another day. So difference between these, one, physically mounted bead versus air pressure holding the bead to the wheel. Cost difference, beadlocks tend to be a little bit more, but are they worth it? Well, you know, time is money, and getting stranded on a trail might cost you a lot of time getting back. So in that aspect, you know, buy once, cry once, do it the right way. Get a beadlock for any off-road setting. All right, guys, if you like these wheels and plenty others that we have in stock, click the link in the description. It'll take you right to our online store at shop.sidebysidefury.com, or you can always come visit us in person in Castle Rock, Colorado.
Run.